stock X verified. What's going on, you guys? Boy SA10 Dub coming at you with a brand new video, and today, as you guys can already see to my right, you guys have read the title, you guys can see this right here. We've started a GPU mining rig with not too many graphics cards on it. It's a small rig, but I'm not going to dabble in too much in like this little intro thing, just so you guys can see and hear. You guys can hear that because I know you can hear it because I can hear it. Going to dab, we're not going to blabble on too much. We're going to, flip this camera, get right into the specs and everything, troubles, and everything that I went through in order to like build this thing. And also, like, is it actually worth building? Was it worth my time to build this thing? So we're going to get right into that, and then afterwards we'll probably, try to get this thing running so you guys can see the Hive OS and see exactly what stats each GPU is doing and how much like this thing is making, I guess. Alright, just from first perspective, looks like your average mining rig. We got ourselves some amazing cable management. That's one big thing that I always prided myself on, was the cable management. It's absolutely nuts. So we got a little bread tie right here, as you'll be able to find on your end of your packages for any Wonder Bread. But besides that, that's literally the first thing that I pointed out, which probably shouldn't have. As you guys can see here, we got 6 GPUs running right now on this mining rig. Power supply, Jimmy rig setup down over here. 1200 watt power supply, got from Newegg, or however you say it. Not too much. I think it was about $200. Note to self: the power cord does not come with a power supply, which is weird. Yes, I know. We got ourselves a H110 Pro BTC plus motherboard, which can hold up to 12 GPUs, or has 12 PCIe slots. You guys can see we got 6 of them plugged in running right now. I spaced this one out, which I will get into in just a second, but let's just continue the walkthrough. We got ourselves I can barely hold myself together, but we're going to try to get into this as good as possible. We got ourselves 2 Zotac Gaming GeForce GTX 1660 Ti's on here. Yes, they're surprisingly small, but these are the first graphics cards that we got on our rig. They've been performing to what we would expect for a 1660 Ti, but like I said before, we'll get into the specs later. We do not have the exact, what do I say? No, never mind. All right, let's continue. We got 2 over here, our big boys, 2 MSI Vintage 3X 3070s. Of course, we all know about the LHR caps on the 30 series GPUs. Unfortunately, we did buy one from Amazon, the other one secondhand Amazon. The one from Amazon did come with the LHR cap. We were noobs when we bought this one. We were thinking that, of course, they were both going to be doing 60 plus mega hash. Hooked this one up, seen the nice 62 mega hash. Hooked this one up, seen the 30. What in the world is going on? Do we have to return this? Is our GPU broke? No. They just want to be able to put LHR caps on these things and, just basically waste our money. So we kept it. Dabbling into some of the LHR unlocks a little bit later, but we are running fine for both 23070s, of course not at full hash rate. Then we're going to take a dip down below, and over here we got the, which one is this? We just got this one here. About a week ago, which is our GeForce 2060, our Asus gaming. Got a little bit of RGB on the top lights over here. Probably come from around this way so you guys can clearly see it. Dual fan, spinning up to perfection. Not too loud. That's the power supply you guys are probably hearing right now. But this is our RTX 2060 right here. Beautiful. Probably the most aesthetically pleasing GPU that we have, in my favorite, in my opinion. Still not doing, the most mega hash stats on this rig, but it's working pretty fine. And then lastly, don't want to down talk this GPU or anything, but this is our RTX 3060 from MSI that we got here. We got this one last, and then it was this one. So we got these 2 first, then the 2 3070s, and then the 3060 right here. Me being my dumb self, not reading too much into these GPUs, still a noob by the way, thinking that this is going to perform better than it actually is. We'll get into the performance a little bit later, but yeah, we got our 3060, 2060, 2 3070s, 2 16 Ti's. Farming Ethereum right now. So it's been up. The rig itself, and here are all the boxes right here. We all know that we like to keep our boxes. We all know that there are problems every time you encounter, building one of these things. Lots of troubles along the way. So I'm going to get into those. If you are building your first mining rig, like what in the world is going on? Like why isn't this cutting on? Why isn't this working? Blah blah blah. But let's continue to walk through, and then we'll you know, turn the camera around, flip around, talk about it, and then we'll dive into the Hive OS. Because yes, we are running this through our Hive OS, our USB stick. Nope, our hard drive, which is right here. Oh, that's a little dusty. Haven't touched this thing in a day or two, which is, you know, not bad. Our easy store, we got our I'm drawing a blank here. Our Ethernet, lots of talking. USB cables, and we got our DVI port here connected straight into the motherboard, into our monitor. We have not had this thing running for consistently being on, go off for a week. This thing has always been constantly on and off, on and off. It's probably max have ran for the longest period, about 3 days. And we're about to break that record in the next couple days. So as of right now, we are up for about 3 days, and hopefully we'll continue to you know, keep mining and with no errors. So let's dive back into our whole setup that we got here. We got the PCIe cables linked up and all that. I'm pretty sure you guys know about everything that you gotta buy. We got 2 more PCIe slots, as you guys can. Oh, let me sneak my hand through here. 2 more PCIe slots that we can fit, and 1 more 2060 on, which is what we're going to. Well, we got one coming also. Then later on, in order for us to maximize our PCIe outputs, we have to, well, inputs. We got to buy another power supply and hook all that up. But let me flip the camera around right now. That's enough blabbling about, you know, the sheer beauty that I'm sitting in front. Let's go through some of the, let's go into some of the troubleshooting that we have went through, you know, trying to set this whole thing up. Of course, we got the lovely stop sign here. Yeah, let's flip the camera around and let's talk about that. All right, you guys, we came upstairs. We got the rig downstairs. We had to come up here for, you know, our PC setup, the streaming setup. As you guys can see, I got the green screen in the back. I stream off of this. Follow me on Twitch, Mr. 575 on twitch.com. But we're gonna get up here. We're gonna go through the Hive OS, our dashboard a little bit, so you guys can see the exact stats that each GPU is running and how this exactly the Hive OS setup works. Beautiful interface. You guys can see the only farm that we have running here. If we had multiple, it would be multiple, but the green bar, beautiful, means we're live. 560 watts we're taking up in power. 6 GPUs, 1 worker online, 100% efficiency, $0 balance, because, you know, we haven't hit that Ethereum threshold yet, which is actually sky high. But whenever they stop Ethereum, if they do, you know, we'll just switch to something else, maybe get a quicker payout threshold. Running 216 mega hash, low, but, you know, we're rolling with it. All GPUs running fine. As you guys can see here, you can determine like the mega hash that we're running from each graphics card. We got our 1660 Ti's, 3070s, 3060, and our 2060s. If you look up here, you'll be able to see the pools that we are mining through. If you guys look up here, you'll be able to see the miners that we are running through. We got TRX miner and LO1 miner. These for the LHR cards. This one for the non-LHR cards. We got GPU 0, 3, 4, and 5 running on here. So basically both 1616 Ti's, the non-LHR 3070 and the 2060, I want to say. Yeah, and the 2060. So originally thinking I thought this 2060 should have been doing 40 mega hash, but I guess I was wrong. If you guys see any faulty overclockings that I have on here, please let me know. More mega hash, more money. That's always the case scenario. We always want more hash. Unless it takes up too much power. Excuse me. I got work in 3 hours. You guys can see here, we our stats down here. CPU temp at 32%. You know, TAM 560% watt usage. We got 5.3 gigabytes of free RAM. We're rolling pretty good right now. We'll be able to do this from our phone also. We got the app, and yeah, my first time building this mining rig, this interface really helped me a lot because it's literally self-explanatory. Up here you'll be able to, I'm not even gonna go through a whole Hive OS spiel, but it wasn't too difficult manning this. It was just getting the rig on and getting it to mine. First issue that we ran into, we couldn't get it on. Why? We didn't buy the right CPU for the motherboard. You know, you guys gotta make sure that all of your components match up right. You can't just buy any motherboard and any CPU and any RAM, plug it into each other and expect it to work. Be sure to do your research and make sure that everything that you have is compatible, and so they can all work together. Because if one thing is wrong, nothing's gonna work. So once we got through that phase, we had the correct RAM, we had the correct CPU, we had the correct motherboard.
power supply, cut that thing on, got into the BIOS settings, boom, easy, done, cool, good. Then we ran into an issue where we couldn't get the GPUs to mine. We got Hive OS to recognize the GPU, like the GPU got up here, we just couldn't see stats for it, and we couldn't see it mine. That was completely on my end. I bought the wrong PCIe cables, thinking that any PCIe cable will work. I originally bought like two, it was one 6-pin to 8 and 6 pins. It was a whole mess. You had two connectors on one side, one on the other side. It was diverting the power wrong. I had it hooked up to the GPU and into the power supply. GPU wasn't getting enough power. We would think it was a driver error. We were going through that for weeks and weeks and weeks, not weeks, well, days and days and days, until I figured out, I was like, let me actually listen to what these people are telling me and check all of my components. Cord was wrong, had some shorter PCIe cables, hooked that up, boom, we started hashing. So now we're here. We've ran into some problems, you know, GPU cuts offline, you know, miner keeps resetting, blah, 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 all that. But that's all, like, you know, simple issues. Mainly always dealing with your overclocking. Make sure you have these things overclocked right, or they will not work to how they're supposed to. But so far, so good. We've in total, I think we're in about, I'll talk to you guys about that. We're going to go back downstairs and, you know, go look at our beautiful, beautiful rig. We don't have a fan set up on there yet. I have some up here fans I'm going to put on there, but yeah, that's our Hive OS interface, and we're hashing is beautiful. We're about to reach our first payout in Ethereum, but unfortunately, I think Ethereum is about to release an update for something that'll not let us be able to mine that anymore. So I'm pretty sure miners have a backup plan, which me being a beginner miner, I'll follow suit, blah blah blah, and we'll get all that taken care of. But as of right now, we've been doing good. We got another GPU on the way. We're gonna hook that up. I might do an update video on that. And yeah, let's go back downstairs, check out this rig, and you know, close out this video.
Alright, you guys, we're back downstairs with the rig. Added on the StockX verified tag. We are currently mining. I'm not sure if like the fan is too high in order for you guys to hear me, but I'm gonna be talking up a little bit. So far, so good. I'm gonna keep you guys updated on the progress for additions and everything. I'm trying to get 12 GPUs on this thing in total. So this box tower is gonna go very high. And yeah, we'll see. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Guys, if you guys have any tips, tricks, or any form of knowledge that I could use while, you know, making these videos, any tips, tricks, or whatever random knowledge that I need to have while making, you know, this mining rig, will be much appreciated. Be sure to leave that down in the comments, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.